Like, I am a luxury clean beauty queen. Hey lovelies, beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a save or splurge contour stick showdown. I also want to just mention my new backdrop. I am super excited about this because I got a new beautiful sideboard, which I will be doing like a reno makeover of my film studio. But how cool is this new backdrop? I'm obsessed. And I got my lights fixed, so I feel like the lighting's just like a lot more bow. Anywho, we are doing a save versus splurge of some clean beauty contour sticks with the Well People Bio Bronzer Stick in the shade Natural Tan versus the Westman Atelier Contour Stick, Face Trace Contour Stick in Biscuit. Now, if you guys are ready to see which one's better, if you are better to save or better to splurge, keep on watching. If you are new to my channel or you've been watching my video but are not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more clean beauty lifestyle videos. I make videos quite a few times a week, not really on specific days, but stay tuned because they're always just pumping out. Alright, let's get into today's video. So just to start off, I'm actually going to be using the RMS Beauty Oil just to prep my skin before foundation. I feel like this makes like a pretty big difference when it comes to application of certain foundations. So just going to massage that in. Just do a bit of facial rolling just to kind of soak that in. So I almost had a panic today because I put myself on the wait list for the new Westman Atelier Le Box Holiday Edition. I posted out my stories. If you guys follow me on my stories, you kind of get like the sneak peek, first dibs, behind the scenes on some of the products I'm thinking about reviewing or new launches in clean beauty, so definitely follow me there. And I'm doing 12 days of giveaways. It started yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago when this goes up, and it goes from December 1st to December 12th, so definitely go check that out. I'm going to be going in with the Kjaer Weis Invisible Touch Foundation. Thoughts about the application of this I've mentioned before, but I do really like the way that it looks on my skin. So just going in with a flat foundation brush. Unfortunately, I realize that this brush is no longer available to purchase. It's like they discontinued it, but it's really just like a synthetic bristled flat foundation brush. Okay, so the foundation is blended in. I'm going to go in with the Kjaer Weis, this is the Invisible Touch Concealer, just to spot conceal. Okay, so that's blended in. I'm just going to go in with some setting mist. So, I don't want to powder my face because I want to apply these on like cream products. So, let's get into a little bit of information on the two. I did a little Google Docs and it'll be on the blog too in a comparison. So you have the information to reference to. Now, let's talk about price. The Westman Atelier is $68 Canadian or $48 US. Whereas the Well People is $26 Canadian or $20 US. There's a little bit more in the Westman Atelier versus the Well People. So the Westman Atelier has 6 grams where the Well People has 5. Now if you compare the price per grams, the Westman Atelier is about $11.30 Canadian per gram or $8 US per gram, whereas the Well People's $5.20 Canadian per gram or $4 US per gram. If you want to know a little bit more about the ingredients in each of the products, and I go through a thorough analysis of all the ingredients in a blog post and I put like this EWG score rating on them, so you guys can go check that out for more ingredient information. So I'm going to start with the Westman Atelier. I think I'll do this side and then I'll do the Well People on this side. There are the swatches. This one right here is the Westman Atelier, and this one right here is the Well People. They're actually pretty similar, but you can tell that the Westman Atelier is a little bit more cool. This one's a little bit more like red, warm terracotta. So, okay, let's start with Westman Atelier. I'll just do a little bit down my nose. Maybe I'll do my jawline too. Okay, so first impressions, I've obviously used this product before, but it is incredibly smooth. Like the application feels like it just glides on like butter. Like it's so smooth. Now the Westman Atelier, or the Well People, I've loved for a while. Still very smooth. Not as smooth as the Westman Atelier, but still very smooth. Okay. So I'm just doing that so you can see I've done like basically the exact same lining. I kind of went a little bit much there. There we go. Westman Atelier, Well People. So I'm going to use this brush right here. This is the Sephora Pro Foundation brush number 56, but it's going to work well to blend this out. So I'm just going to use small strokes. I'm barely touching the product. Like, alright, so there it is, all blended in. It looks super seamless, like there's not a harsh line, it just looks super beautiful. Okay, so now on for this one. I'm using the same brush, there's not really any product left on it. So I'm doing the same kind of motion. So you can see it's a little bit stiffer to work with, but still pretty smooth. So there it is, blended in on both sides. Well People. I found it a little bit more challenging to blend out the cheek contour. I found that it was a bit warmer looking up here. Okay, so now on to the Westman Atelier side. Again, like I mentioned, super easy to blend in. It's definitely, it looks a bit more cool. I find actually this side looks like I'm not wearing makeup as much. Like I do truly find that it almost looks like I'm not really wearing like a bronzer or a contour. I feel like this one slightly looks more apparent, like more obviously that I've contoured. But for the price, this is still very beautiful. Okay, so let's finish the rest of the face and then we will zoom you out a little bit. So I'm going to finish the rest of the face and then we'll collect our thoughts after. So I'm going to, for blush, I'm going to use actually the tinted super loaded highlight. And the brush that I found works really well with this product is the Sephora Pro 70 brush. This is the Pro Foundation brush. It actually like picks up the product super nicely. So I'm just kind of applying it like right above the contour. And you see how that like looks like a blush when you really apply it? I love this product. It's gorgeous. Okay, for highlight, I'm using the OG RMS Living Luminizer. This stuff I've re-fallen in love with. It's just so juicy and dewy looking, but like so subtle. It's gorgeous. Keeping it super easy with the brows, I'm just doing the Ilia brow pomade, or gel, not pomade. I'm actually going to take the contour for each of them and put them on my eyelid. Remember Gucci Westman saying that you could put the contour stick in your eyelid to create depth? So I'm going to do that with the Westman Atelier, and then I'll do the Well People on the other side. I feel like this is where you can really tell that the Well People is just like a hint warmer. I'm going to use the Kosas again. I'm going to give it another try. The last time I used this, it smudged like crazy, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be different this time. I do love the way it looks on initial application though. When I do my check-in for the contour, you'll see what this mascara looks like after some time with irregular activities of daily living. Now, I'm usually a top lash girl, so I'm only wearing it on the top lashes. Okay. And then I'm just going to finish off the look with a red lipstick. This is Tango by Ilia.
I had a poppy in my tooth this whole time. Could you see that? That's embarrassing. Okay.
The completed look. Here's another look at the Well People side. And here's a look at the Westman Atelier side. I'm looking at my mirror right here, and I can barely tell a difference. Like, once my makeup is complete, like, I'm not like, like this side's way better or that side's way better, or like this side's way cooler. Like, when I say that the Westman Atelier is a little bit cooler, I really only mean like slightly cooler when it's on the skin. Like, even in the swatches you can tell like it's just slightly cooler, but once it's blended in, it's like really quite the same. I would say that this is pretty close of a dupe to the Westman Atelier. I will say though that the Westman Atelier just blends in like slightly nicer. Like, you can see how when I drag this out, it's still a pretty harsh line. The Well People is slightly stiffer in formulation, a smidgen more difficult to blend out. This is just like witchcraft in terms of how smooth and buttery it blends in. Like, it melts into the skin with like the lightest touch. So this is quite spectacular. But the price difference is very large. Like, there is a big gap. It's not like, oh, like spend $10 more and get the better one. No, like it's like triple the price actually when I think about it. It's much more expensive to get the Westman Atelier. Now, it also just depends on like packaging. I mean, I have to, like, let's be honest, you guys. We've got this black, sleek, magnetic cap with the gold and the twist and the embossing. And then we have, you know, a plastic cap. It's petite. it's cute, but it's not this. Like, this is like I am a luxury clean beauty queen, and this one's like, I'm cute and I like clean beauty. In packaging, I'm talking about packaging solely. Performance wise, I mean, they're still pretty good. So this is a tough one, you guys. I will check back and see if either one of them completely fades away. I mean, again, I've done it pretty light to begin with. It's not a super dramatic highlight. I don't think we should ever do too strong of a highlight contour. I don't think we should ever do too strong of a contour, but we shall see if it totally diminishes. As you can see, this looks a lot more bronzy. This looks a lot more natural. Anyways, I'll check back in with you later. Okay guys, I'm just in my bathroom to do the last update. We're watching a show, so I need to make it quick. But mascara update. Look how bad it's smudged. I didn't wipe it off because I wanted you to see how freaking awful it is. Focus. So final thoughts. I'm trying to remember. So this is the Westman Atelier side. Looks still pretty good. This one is the Well People, and I'm looking in the mirror. They've stayed pretty much the same in pigmentation, and I honestly can't choose. I think I'll continue using both. I mean, obviously I've spent the money on the Westman Atelier, so obviously I'm going to continue using that one. Look how bad my lipstick is. But I think in this case it is safe to save because you're getting pretty much the same look overall, unless you really want to upgrade for that luxury feel. If you want to have the slightly cooler tone, the easeability in terms of blending. So I would say in terms of total outcome of the makeup, go with the Well People. But totally personal preference at the end of the day. If you found the Westman Atelier looks better and the packaging is more suitable for you, then go ahead, splurge a little bit. That is it for the check-in, and the correlating blog post will be linked down below so you guys can check that out in terms of extra details on the ingredients. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you like this video, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications so you don't miss a video. And I would so appreciate if you leave your video requests down below. What do you want me to film in the month of December? I would love to know. Bye guys!